test. And we're on, guys. I can't believe this. This has been 3 years that I haven't posted anything because I'm busy and it's been intense. But also, I started this YouTube channel and I got 30 views on my last video. And fucking, I went to a mountain with people. It was fun, but nobody cared. So I've just not been doing videos on YouTube. I've been doing some stuff on the social medias here in China. It is currently almost winter, and they just put on the heating system at my place. And this morning, I woke up, got my coffee going. I haven't even brushed my teeth, and I decided this is the morning. I'm gonna record and post. That's it. None of this stuff anymore. We're gonna do this. So this is my morning routine, and basically most of my mornings. And let me see. So I am not as amazing as very oiled YouTubers. We're gonna get into this. This is my desktop, and there we go. This is my first thing that I do in the morning as I watch this guy called Philip DeFranco with the little monkey. Philip DeFranco show I've watched for many years, and got another channel that I'm on, and I've watched him grow from a couple of 100,000 to millions. And this is my news. This is what I use to watch and see what's happening in the world. But this guy has been going left over the couple of years, especially this year with Trump. He hates Trump. He wants everybody to vote Kamala. And he hated on Trump in every video that he made and tried his best to advertise the blue political party. Right? You guys have the red and the blue going. I'm South African. I don't fucking care about you guys' political things. All I care about is you guys entertaining us. I think that's what the rest of the world also just looks at. It's like a circus show, and fucking hell, we love seeing you guys perform. And that's why I decided I'm going to make more reaction videos because you guys have a lot of content. And this is all that people are these days. It's just content. We're just content now. So I'm going to dive into that, see what's happening and what he is doing. I've watched some of this, so I know what is coming. But let's make this in the beginning. And I'm going to switch it up because I don't want to watch all of this. It's boring.
Sup, you beautiful
Let's see.
bastards. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show, your daily dive into the news.
Didn't YouTube like demonetize him at one point because he called people bastards? Or was it because he said he's going to punch people in the necks or something like that? It's just joking. He's that type of guy. He's a nice guy, but clearly he's left. And this is the thing is, it's business, right? It's all about the money. It's not about how you feel about things. I'm sorry. I don't buy it that you feel so left. And you can just have all these left feelings and stances. But the news agencies in America found that, if we focus on either party, we have 50% of the country's attention, right? If I'm just red or I'm just blue. And 50% is better than a mixed bag of things that might go either way and then slowly dripping down our views and the money going down. So that's why a lot of the agencies in America are only red or only blue. That's the incentive. So
have so
let's get
much to
into it.
talk about today: domestic and international, big, small, political, social. But let's
Definitely
start with
not
some internet controversy. This
international,
has really started blowing up more and more. So let's talk
just
about Ethan
national.
Klein and Hassan Piker. They're both big creators in the streaming.
I fucking hate these two. They are such big clowns. They deserve each other, and the drama between them, I love it. Just more of this, please. You guys can make each other explode. I don't know who's dumber. I think this guy is a little bit more intelligent than this guy. This guy is a fucking rich boy that grew up extremely privileged, and he loves telling the rest of the world how to live. But this is just the best example for me about America. You guys grew up so fucking privileged. You had so much going for yourself. Doesn't matter where you grew up. You can grow up in the slums in America. You can be what people call what white trash. or trailer trash or whatever. Everybody grew fucking more privileged than grew up more privileged than people like us living in Africa. It's just the truth. The rest of the world always looking at you guys and saying you are this. So this guy had the audacity to say, what's the guy's name? Jordan Peterson is an idiot. That's just the level of arrogance that he has. I don't agree with everything about Jordan Peterson. I'm not the biggest fan. I think the guy is nice. And I think his lifestyle is great. I don't agree with everything he says. But I wouldn't call him an idiot. Wouldn't go that far. I would call this guy an idiot. Just another YouTuber that thinks his opinion is amazing. And this is what I'm going to become. I'm going to become that idiot that thinks my opinion is the best. Because this is the name of the game, right? Anyway, they've
in
got drama.
podcast space, their former co-host. And with this specific situation, it starts and is mainly focused on Ethan Klein, who's facing backlash again. And this time, it was over a game that he played on his podcast yesterday.
Today, my friends, we are going to play the exciting game here. You at home, play along. We're going to play, is it Twitch or is it a terrorist?
Oh, Twitch. Ooh.
Let's take a look here, guys.
So Twitch has been in hot water. I don't see this photo. Saying Sanabi? Sanabi. Asanabi. How can I make it more Japanese anime? This guy's an idiot, but I don't fucking care. They can put these photos next to each other. I know he said a lot of crazy leftist shit, and he loves the idea of a Chinese red state. He's never lived in China. You're more than welcome to come here. You wouldn't last here. I can tell you that. You're not going to last here. It's just fucking privileged little boys. Think, hey, we can have an opinion. Go to Russia. Live in China. Come. You're welcome. I don't think they're going to let him in. He's not going to receive a visa. Anyway, he is Israel, right? So I think he's Jewish. And he is Palestine. I don't think he's Palestinian or any of them. His name sounds very, Middle Eastern, but anyway, I don't know.
There's more to the game, but even just that part right there alone, that faced tons of backlash. With a number of people think that it was wrong that the opening image was a side-by-side of a I don't know how much exists now. What's your take on this whole situation, including where we are right now? And then The Onion just bought InfoWars. Because like we talked about yesterday, Alex Jones's InfoWars.
Oh, this guy. Another fucking clown. I always wonder when people ask me, what is American culture to you? I've got a lot of American friends, so sorry that. But anyway, when I think American culture, all I think about, first thing that comes to my mind is fat people. It's the first thing that comes to my mind. Fat, obnoxious, arrogant people. Second thing that comes to my mind is this type of behavior. Loud and obnoxious. Because when I think about this guy, some of the crazy shit that he said, the school shootings, he got in a lot of trouble for that. Great that he did. It's just, thank you, America, for your entertainment. So I think basketball, black people, basketball. I think fast food, unhealthy food. I think fat people. I think arrogant and obnoxious and loud. Those are the things that I think about American culture. And Trump, of course, he needs to be on that list. Everybody here loves Trump. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. Most of the world loves Trump. Everybody is happy that he won. I'm glad he won because it's more entertaining. And we'll get into that a little bit later on. But I'm not a big fan of this clown. So I don't care about his company.
And then women don't support other women. That is what Sydney Sweeney just said.
We don't care about Hollywood. You can make your movies. We don't want this woke bullshit crap. And when I say we, the rest of the fucking world don't want your bullshit woke crap. Asia doesn't want it. South Africa doesn't want it. Africa doesn't want it. Europe has been fucking weird. England's not England anymore. I don't think they exist anymore. But the rest of the world, like us, normal people that doesn't live in America, we don't want your fucking bullshit, woke crap that you've been going on for years. This is why Trump won, because you hated on white men for 15 years. And strong, independent man like me. You hated on me, hate me. I'm the poster boy for what you fucking hate. And that is why he won. Because you thought, hey, let's hate on white men in America. How many white men are there in America? And you thought, it's not going to have any effect. They're going to vote for Kamala, whatever her name is. And the left is going to win. Bunch of idiots. Like idiots think that's going to... That you learn nothing when the razor company almost folded when they had their little advertisements against white men. The beer company, right? It's never going to be the same again because of what they did in their advertisements. That you learn nothing. How stupid are you? Anyway, when I see something like this, it rings feminism. I call them feminazis. And I just think men never say, men kept me down and I can't get in because of hate on me and stuff like that.
Interview with Vanity Fair yesterday, and it's gotten some traction, we'll call it, because she's featured in the outlet's Hollywood issue, and she was asked about how a producer previously disparaged her career, her talent, her looks, and how other actresses have called out this pattern of knocking women down at their peak. And to all that, Sydney said, "It is very disheartening to see women tear other women down, especially..."
I've never seen this between other men. We just fucking work hard. We know we need to play the game. We need to win the game. Doesn't matter, there's angles to play and stuff like that. We never say, another man kept me down, that's why I couldn't get in. Fucking hell, do you know how many L's I've taken in life? Do you know how hard life is? Do you know how difficult it is to make money and succeed? We never say, oh, men, or you can say my color of my skin. This is why I'm not in South Africa and I didn't get into my job and at my university there. And I literally been told I'm white. That's why I can't get a job in South Africa. I didn't hate on them, and I didn't hate on South Africa. Well, I can hate on South Africa for that. The government I didn't moan about it. I changed my life, and I changed my options. I left South Africa, and I came to China, and I positioned myself where it's more. There's more advantage. That's what you do. Like, anyway, this feminism, I have if you're African and you're feminist. I have no problem if you're Middle Eastern and you're a feminist. There are places that need feminism and need women's rights. America is not one of those places. Sorry. America is not one of those places that needs women's. Everybody has fucking shitload of rights there. And I don't know what rights women have that men don't have there.
When women who are still in other avenues of their industry, interesting thing,
and we don't care about
women in the
Hollywood.
Do you not see examples of this in your specific world, right? Whatever your job or your life may be. Then you want to say something controversial. I hope you can look at me the same way after I'm done saying this. Insurance fraud is bad. I know, American hero. But if you could win some points by doing it at least in an interesting way, this would get some points. Because if you haven't seen the news, 4 people in Los Angeles have now been arrested for dressing up like a bear and damaging their cars for insurance.
So this is funny. Like, I don't understand how this, but okay. So one time in South Africa, I was at a party and there was an American there. He was in the SWAT, or he said he was in the SWAT team, but he came from California and basically asked him, oh, so you're American, great. At that time, I haven't met a lot of Americans. And he's like, no, I'm not American. I'm Californian. At that point, I didn't want to say something weird that's going to upset the vibe of the party. So I just like, oh, that's cool. At it. And I asked some other people about this and they just said, Californians are weird. That's why. And yeah, so I don't know. You guys tell me. Is Californians weird? Because that is weird. I've never said I'm not from South Africa. I'm Cape Townian. I'm Praetorian. Like, I would never say that. That is...
And according to officials and video and pictures, these people got a bear costume, used hand tools to simulate claws, and then climbed inside of a 2010 Rolls Royce and left scratches all over the interior. When they submitted their claim, they also submitted surveillance video showing the bear climbing into the car and rooting around. Which, just really quick, sounds like a great idea on paper, but just...
Oh, dear God. Oh, wow. I mean, originally it looked like... But when you saw that one part of his
watching, it
movement
looks
right
like
there.
someone in a Snuggie
Yeah.
just crawling around a car. And so I guess not so
Yeah.
surprisingly,
That when the big hand came out, because bears don't have that big, right, arm.
the insurance company started smelling something fishy. And then an investigation got opened, which is the California Department of Insurance called
I wonder what went
Operation
through
Bear
their
Claw,
head.
which honestly just props for that name. But then also during that investigation, they
Operation
found
Bear.
2 other claims to 2 different insurance companies also claiming that a bear messed up their cars on the same day at the same place. And in those cases, it was a 2015 and 2022 Mercedes, and they also submitted video. And so when investigators took a closer look at the video, they determined that is definitely a person in a bear suit, which was also then backed up by a biologist from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. And then when a search warrant was executed, investigators found the bear suit and fake claws. But here's the thing, while all 4 people have now been arrested and charged with conspiracy and insurance fraud, at the time of the arrest, the insurance companies had already paid out some of the claims totaling over
This guy is he American? He looks. Is that Romania? Looks like a Romanian. I met a lot of Romanians back in when I lived in England, London, and a lot of them looked, with the short hair and the beard.
$140,000. So I guess technically they also kind of get points for, this working. But unfortunately, the point system that I'm talking about is not real. You're probably gonna go to prison, right? Each of these people is facing up to 5 years in prison, and they don't really exchange.
I don't think they're gonna get prison. Well, it's weird. Like, you can kill somebody and then you like 3 years, and you can do some fraud and you can get like 100 years. Like, okay. In South Africa, it's like, I think less to kill to abduct or something like that. Anyway, so a lot of people would rather, when they break into your home or place, like, rather kill people than them having other issues later.
Change the points. 1, while I was briefly entertained by this story, don't commit fraud. Fraud is bad. And 2, don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. This is one of the things he always
Stupid? Not the
says.
mega companies
funny.
whose whole business model is
See, this is the type of story that you see. This is entertaining. Somebody in a bear suit.
take money from you and try not to give you money back. Wasn't gonna double check some shit maybe? I'm just saying. Then take a quick break from the news. It is that time of year again. We're looking for great gift ideas to keep our loved ones, loving us. And we'll look no to our longtime cool and stylish products from Rid. Forward just
I'm
as
skipping.
yesterday's show is getting finished up. And so as I promised, we're gonna dive into it. Because this was an absolute bombshell of an announcement, just objectively, right? People on both sides of the aisle were completely stunned, with this selection being described as easily the most controversial of all of Trump's picks thus far. Though, I would stress, so
gonna
far,
get
every
wild.
hour or so, I hop onto the internet and I'm like, did he nominate
Yeah.
Godzilla to head housing development? Oh wow, he nominated Thanos for secretary.
You see what I mean? Like, Godzilla is fine because I like Thanos. Like, he's not gonna say he's Superman or Captain America or fucking Batman or something like that. He wants to make a statement that this Trump is an idiot and an asshole, and he's gonna get these bad things, these bad people into office. This has been his shtick for the going. Anyway, that's why Trump won. Just always in the news, thanks to this guy and other outlets like it. Anyway, I have no idea who this is.
To travel across state lines for sex. And while the DOJ eventually closed its investigation without bringing any charges, the House Ethics Committee opened its own inquiry into the matter. And that's in addition to accusations of illegal drug use and accepting improper gifts. But very notably there, Gates has now thrown a wrench
Improper gifts, is that woman?
into that investigation because he immediately resigned from Congress after Trump announced him as the pick for Attorney General. A move that's been seen as super
Attorney General.
significant as well as unusual, right? Because normally sitting officials wait to resign from their current post until after they're confirmed for their new appointment, which usually makes sense because if your nomination gets blocked, boom, you still have a job. But for Gates, you have people saying the reasons to resign now, the president can appoint his own nominees without approval when the Senate is in recess. And Trump has made it very clear that he expects the new majority leader to allow this prediction market where you can make bets on future events using crypto. And in fact, and very notably, Polymarket exploded in popularity during the election because it played. But then with that, Bloomberg says that's exactly what landed them in hot water again, reporting that they are under investigation by the Justice Department for accepting trades from US-based users. And so with that, reportedly federal agents showed up at Copland's apartment in New York City at 6 a.m. yesterday, demanding his phone and other electronics. And this is reportedly he wasn't given a reason for the raid, but he did respond by posting on X, new phone, who dis, and adding, it's discouraging that the current administration would seek a last-ditch effort to go after companies they deem to be associated with political opponents. We are deeply committed to being
Yeah, so
nonpartisan, and today today
people.
is no different. But the incumbent should do some
Wow.
self-reflecting and
This is
recognize that taking a
interesting.
more
I'm gonna have to
pro-business, pro-startup
yeah.
approach, that may be what would have changed their
But I
fate
guess
this
it's not
election.
gonna
And
be
this is
free.
Polymarket. The company also called the investigation, quote, obvious political retribution by the outgoing administration, and added, Polymarket is a
Big,
fully
small.
transparent prediction market that helps everyday people better understand the events that matter most to them, including elections.
okay.
But we're gonna have to wait to see what comes from that, especially because the Justice Department is gonna be making some changes soon. Some changes, probably putting it very lightly. But it is being reported that Israel is preparing a ceasefire plan for Lebanon as a congratulatory gift to Donald Trump. This, according to the Washington Post, who claimed that a close aide to Israel
Yeah, don't like this guy. Sorry. For me, he's just in power because he doesn't want, just don't want to leave. They need like I don't care that they responded to horrific things that happened when they got attacked. And yes, these people are terrorists, and there's many terrorist groups. I'm glad they're fucking nailing these people. But the way this guy has been going on about it definitely got out of hand. It's just how it is. I mean, it's evident to everybody. And it could have dealt with very differently. Still with bullets and whatever else, but he is just responding in a way that he can keep his power. I think it's easy to say he's a warmonger and a dictator. That's my opinion. Not for the things that happen in the Middle East and the religious concept of Islam. I'm just not. I don't like it when women are oppressed, can't drive, can't vote. Children has to be taught specific dogmatic views. And this is things that do happen. I think there's a lot of lovely people in those areas, caring, soft hearted people. I've met a lot of people that are, Muslims and, yeah, and amazing people. But not all of them are. Biggest problem are the governments and the ruling parties. That's just how it is. And people follow that. So that's why things happen in the way they do. And the Middle East, the whole Gaza area and stuff like that will always be a point of contention. It's been like that for how long? It's going to continue for that in the future. It will escalate at some point. Hopefully not in my lifetime. But yeah, people like this, not healthy for that area. Not a good thing. Anyway,
Israeli PM
good that
Bibi
they have
Netanyahu spoke to Trump and
peace.
Jared Kushner this week and told them that
You see, this is the thing is like, these people respect Trump. They do. China, the Chinese, Russia, Israel, all of these people respect Trump. They didn't respect Joe Biden. I don't even know where this guy came from. They didn't respect this Kamala, whatever. They don't. The rest of the world don't respect them, don't care about them. It's like, oh, when you talk about these type of things here in China, they love Trump. Some of them don't even know who Joe Biden is or who Kamala is or who all these other people are. They don't think they're doing a good job. They don't them. They laugh them. They think they're a joke. That's the reality. That's just how it is. Anyway, so it's very entertaining to me that Trump won. I'm going to see how things play out. So this is my morning. I watch news. Then I will go over to something like this, Abba and Preach. And I've got another person that I watch. Don't laugh at me, but I will put my other computer on this side. I watch this guy. Froggy Flips. Yeah, this guy. So yeah, so those are my three things that I watch. This thing is just winding myself down just to calm myself, get ready for the day. The Abba and Preach is for laughing, and their opinion is amazing. They are just so cool. So watch this video as well. Make a video. This Johnny Somali, he's gonna get jailed, so it's fine. But yeah, I watch them for the entertainment. I love them. And then this guy for news, which very much newsworthy. Last bit, and then the guy that I just put in with it's not registered. Subscribe. There we go. Love this guy. So those three things. That's it. Then I've got other things that I watch. Linus, tips and an ant. I will go through all of them. Anyway, thank you that you guys joined me on my morning and my reaction to these videos, mainly Philip DeFranco. Anyway, chat to you guys again.